Now we're going to talk about websites and business cards. So some artists, a lot of artists, don't actually bother with having a business card, which I think is a very bad thing. Whenever I'm painting, I always try to have a business card on me somewhere in the bag or whatever. And when I'm going to a show or anything, I definitely have business cards with me. It's really good to have one. Sure, you can have some type of electronic, whatever, but a lot of the time you'll meet people, maybe older people. They can't be bothered with this. They don't know how it works. They're not interested. You give somebody a piece of paper. Maybe you're painting live, and you're painting live at an event. Somebody's drinking, whatever, and then you're gonna tell them your name, and then the next morning they'll be like, "Oh, the artist can't remember their name or whatever." But if you give them that piece of paper, they put it in their pocket, their purse, whatever. And then when they sober up, they'll have a look and they go, "Oh, let me check out that person." When it comes to, I'll talk about websites in a minute, but when it comes to business cards, I personally, I've done so many business cards over the years, and I find what works the best is to keep it simple. So you can have on one side a picture of your work, and then on the other side, like the basic things that you want to talk about. You can have your logo if you want. It's good to have your name or what you do. What you do is kind of secondary. Your email address is important because people always tell me off for not having it. Your website is definitely important. Your phone number is up to you. I advise against it. Some people prefer to have it on there. You would be surprised the amount of people that call you at 11 asking, when I started my business, people would call me at 11 at night, be like, "Do you paint t-shirts?" I'm like, what? I'm sleeping. So the phone number is up to you. On the website, I find it's fine because they already seen the work, they've seen who I work for, how I work, how I price, all that. By the time they call, they've had a bit of information. If you put on the business card, they won't do any research. They literally call you and go, "Oh, hi, do you paint this, that, whatever?" So personally, on my business card, I have the logo, the website, the email address, and sometimes I'll have my Instagram or whatever. It depends as I go, but yeah, that's normally, I like to keep it simple. And then on the other side, I have a picture of my work. Sometimes there's a company called Mural here in the UK. They have really nice quality, and you can get a few different designs on one side. So I normally do that, and it seems to work pretty good. But definitely, I advise having a business card. It's a very good thing to have. Don't spend a fortune having a really fancy layout and all that. It's unnecessary. Nobody cares that much. It's not American Psycho, whatever that film was. As long as you got somewhere that people can refer to when they go home the next day or in a week or whatever, this is what you want. Also, don't make it too big because it won't fit anywhere. Just get something, regular size. Mine are square. You can get yours, whichever. And about the website. So the website is a different thing. The website is basically your billboard. On your website, you're gonna have your portfolio with some pictures that you've done before, some paintings you've done before. It's also a really good way for you to have a bit of a blurb about you, what you like to do, what you don't do, your terms, your conditions, who you work for, where you've worked. It's a good way for people to suss out whether you're a right fit for them. Like, there are some jobs that I didn't get because my style was not suitable for that client. Nothing wrong with my style, nothing wrong with the client's choice. They wanted something else. So having a website is really a really good way of doing business. Facebook, Instagram, they can close your account with no warning, and they've done with me back when I was doing body painting. One day I woke up and then my Facebook account was closed, which was great. So I learned my lesson, and since then I decided just to have a website always, and this is the thing I rely on the most. People go on my website, they check out what I do. Maybe they want to go to YouTube, Instagram, call me, whatever. I think it's a good point of call to have a website. Now, what I recommend to have on your website, first, keep it pretty simple. Don't have a million pages. You definitely want a portfolio page and a contact page. That is the bare minimum. It's good to have something about you, like an about page, a bit of where you've worked, who you work for, if you've worked for anybody. If you're starting out, obviously keep it simple. Just have a portfolio. You know, even if all you have is like 5 artworks, just have that, and then have a contact page. As you develop, maybe you can have a shop with some of the paintings you sell. I try to have some pages, but I try to keep it kind of simple. I don't want people to get lost in my website. You know, if they have questions, I want them to call me so then I can explain better. Then you don't really want your website to draw the conclusions themselves. You want them to have a taste for what you do and who you are, how you work, but the rest you want them to go directly to you, and then you can explain how it works. So this way you got a much better chance to avoid confusion, because sometimes your clients will just, you know, sum up what they think about you and how you work, and then they'll get it wrong. So don't put too much on your website either, otherwise you may lose them.